Well, these things dried overnight. Look really good inside. Nice and glossy. Hard as nails. Really pleased with this paint. I got a lot of little tiny bumps and stuff in it. This was perfectly smooth steel. I think this is probably in the paint itself, just dirt. When I go to spray it, I'll run it through a filter, and I should be able to get a perfectly glossy coat. And while I was here, I went ahead and just painted all this frame inside of my panels. It all looks pretty good. Definitely seals everything real well. I still haven't done my bottom part there, but I did all this top windshield and all of the, pretty much all of the inside of this thing. A lot of it could have been polished up and made a little better, but a lot of this I didn't even really buff the rust off or anything. I just went right over the top of it, and it left a pretty rough surface, which you can see. But again, I'm not really concerned about this. The floorboard's going to go over the top of it. This will pretty much all be covered up. I did the one door panel there that I couldn't cut apart. It had some rust on it, so I just used up that brush I had. I tried hitting this with a second coat. I've still got a lot of dirt looking stuff in it, but still got to take out that rear end. But all in all, this looks real nice. It's tough as nails. Got a lot of rough spots in it, but since this is a frame, everything here is going to get covered up anyway. I'm not particularly that concerned about it. Well, figuring out some mounting points here, I can take this piece of 1-inch square, cut it right here, weld it on my frame, and bring the bracket straight up. It'll bolt onto this big brace. I can my frame down in here, it's actually got a brace on the inside, as you can see here. You can probably drill a bolt right through this piece, which is, all of this is welded in it pretty solid. In fact, I just had that tacked because I was going to use a different setup there. But I can put a bolt right through here, and that'll come approximately right here on my angle iron, which is like maybe an inch away, inch and a half, I don't know, maybe an inch away from the tire. Of course, the higher I get it, the better to get it away from that tire. And I can cut it right around in here on the top. I really just want it to go to this solid piece here. So looks like I can maybe have about a 3-inch piece in there. I can cut this at somewhat of an angle, so I'm missing my fender. Over on this side, I've got like this much of a bracket on the inside. I could have put a bolt right through here, but I'm having problems on the inside. And the main brace that I've got is right around here someplace on the inside of this fender. I can make a little spacer right here for right in here for that. So I can bolt it right here into the main brace, and the back one will be here. That'll give me 3 mounting points. One to the frame in the back will be the main one. Another one to the body here, which is really straight to the frame. It's all brackets inside. And another one in this area. That'll give me 3 mounting points that are probably 50% of the size of the fender. I think that'll be plenty strong enough. And looking at how this sets, I've got more room in the back than I do there in the front. So I think I'll probably cut this fender right in this area somewhere. Cut like 6-8 inches of it off. And that'll we'll get rid of that big space on the bottom. And you'll also be able to see the big wide tires in the back a little better. And give it more of a race car look. So these look like the best point for my brackets. That should all be very solid. It'll be clean, and it starts to lay out for me how big my bed's going to be. So at this point, all I can do is try to think about where the bed's going to be, and not have any brackets sticking out where they shouldn't be. But I think this will do it. Now it's just a matter of cutting in some stuff. Next thing I had to do here is make sure that my fender was parallel to my wheel, and I got 3/8 of an inch here, and about the same here. And then I set up my iron here. It's flush on the inside of the tire, so it's all going straight up. My door's clearing well. I know basically where to cut this. I can adjust it a little by bending the tab, but pretty much once it's welded in, it ain't going anywhere. That fender is going to be nailed in place. But it's all square now, so I can mark my pieces and start cutting them up. I got my mounts in here. Got a brace in the back here. Flexing a little bit. Not that much, but I need it to where I could at least set on it. I've still got one more brace to do here. This might be the strength that I needed. 3 points. I'm going to drill a hole in it now and see if I can do that. Alright, I just drilled a hole here through my metal brace into the fender, and yeah, we got something that's much stronger now, and it's not really flexing back here too much. I've got the channel iron is actually flexing here, so I've got a little piece left over here. I'm just gonna weld this right into here, and that'll keep that whole thing from flexing there. It won't take much. It just gotta have down pressure on it, and should fix that.